Did Wizkid really use Asake? And does he really stand to gain more from this EP, the real EP, than Asake would? Because there's a lot of conversations in the industry that says Wizkid stands to gain more. I completely disagree with that, and I'm going to explain why I disagree with that. First, let me just lay the basics here. I feel like Asake would benefit from this EP, this joint collaborative EP, on the long run. While it sort of looks now that, Wizkid is the one benefiting from it, in reality, Ashake would be the one to benefit from this collaboration on the long run. Now, let me break it down and sort of explain to you guys why I think so. First, it's valid. It's valid for anyone to think that Wizkid is the one gaining from this because FC. FC is loud. Everywhere since that release, it's always Wizkid, Wizkid, Wizkid. It's almost like Ashake's name is drowning in the whole conversations. But bro, we all know Wizkid is already the biggest African artist in modern day history, or at least one of the biggest, if we're classifying them the big three, right? So, what more can this EP really do for Wizkid? Ask yourself that question. What more? Like, is this going to crown him as the king that literally everyone already knows him to be? Is this really going to crown him as the project that changed his trajectory, the project that did something huge for him? No, Wiz has already solidified his status, and I think that he has established the ceiling of like how high again. He's just like living in that legendary status right now. So with this train of thought, you can agree with me that, to be fair and frankly speaking, this project doesn't really change or really help him in any way or take him into a different stratosphere. No, it doesn't. The person it actually does help on the long run is Ashake. Yes, Wizkid FC is allowed. They're making all this noise. Oh, Wizkid has broken this record and all that and all that. But in reality, that is the biggest cosign any new artist can get, whether you like it or not. To Wizkid, to a lot of people, Ashake is the next generation, the new generation, right? And Wiz just gave him the biggest cosign that this guy is special. Now everyone knows that. This also just elevated Ashake's status amongst his peers. There's been conversation surrounding Ashake, Rema, Thames, right? Who is the biggest? Who is the big four? Who is in the top five or top four, whatever? This is another concrete, evidence or addition to his resume that this guy is talented and deserves to be in the big four conversation. Do you now see how, if you shift perspective, you see how this is benefiting Ashake Loki? Do you do you see? So the narrative is shifting for Ashake now, whether you like it or not. It's slow but steady. It's not really talked about as much in the industry right now, but people recognize that. His peers recognize that. The industry, how do you call them? Gatekeepers recognize that. The fans in general recognize that. Both home and in diaspora, they recognize that now. The media recognize that. So Ashake's status is shifting in our very own eyes. And we know they see him. Everybody's like, oh, Wiz is using this guy, but you don't realize that Ashake is literally the one gaining the most. Right now, numbers are associated with Wiz, but guess what? On the long run, those same numbers are what will play important role in Ashake's career in the future to come, when there will be musical comparison with his peers as well. Some of the levels that this EP has reached now, whether you like it or not, highlighted now or not, in the future it will be highlighted. Do you get it? Do you get it? That is one. Again, like I said, does Whiskey need a cosign? Does Whiskey need a cosign at this point in his career? No. Who does? Who needs a cosign? Ashake, he got it. Everyone, like I said, the peers, everyone knows that now. Everyone knows that this person is somebody to watch out for because it's special, because a legend collaborated with him. So when I hear people say, oh, Whiskey stands to gain more, what is he gaining? The numbers that he already has? This is just a drop to the whatever accomplishment Whiskey has.